we are putting together the Twist and Pop bunny. So I've got my bunny laid out here, particularly the face, and it's ready to go together. So let's just dive right in and start with the bunny. So I like to lay my face out first so that I can see where I want my pieces to go. Got a little bit of glue smushing through there. This is my Silhouette Pick-Me-Up tool. It just has some kind of, goes like a putty in the tip. Oh, bummer. Now the nose moved. That is not the right place. Go. And I think I want to pop the bow. So I think I have to cut it. I am gonna cut it even though it fits, just because I don't want it hanging over part of the head, because other things might get stuck to it. There we go. Then I'm going to move my bunny in here. And I am also going to pop the head. So I can go ahead and put it on because these other pieces will be able to slide underneath it. There we go. I'm going to put on his belly, her belly. And get her ears in place. There we are. And she has some arms. And I am just going to lay those about right like that. Excuse me. And then I'm going to put my feet together. And the feet have two pieces. So you'll just want to glue those together. And I think I'm also going to pop the feet. There we go. And then the whole bunny, I am going to pop on this piece too, but I'm not going to put this on just yet because it might make it hard for me to put this insert in. So here is our twist and pop part of the card. And we have these bunnies, and you have two that have a curve on the opposite side of each other, and these are your two end pieces, and then the inside pieces have straight edges. Okay, so it doesn't matter where any of them go except for these two. Then you have this piece, and you have these panel pieces. I'm going to go ahead and put all these panel pieces together. This one's for sentiment on the inside, just in case you want to use patterned paper or darker paper like I'm doing here. And you'll notice your fold marks, your score marks in here are shaped like this, and this is just going to fit just below it. Just going to glue these into place. Being careful not to go over the score lines, because I don't want to affect how the card opens and closes. Okay. And I want to be able to sign the card here on the bottom, so I'm going to glue this down here. There we are. Now with these cards, the thing to keep in mind is I'm using a textured cardstock. It's textured just on one side, and I want this to be the inside of my card. So you want to fold it down. You want this to be on the outside with this first fold. And it's backwards from what it should be, so you just want to fold that way. So that's your mountain fold. And then you have an X here in the center of your card, and these are going to be your valley fold. Okay. And then that allows this to push together and close. And then this is going to be sandwiched inside this base of the card. Okay. So in order to put this on, you want to start at the center, and that's your mountain fold, and then valley and mountain, okay? But just make sure that your center fold is your mountain, okay? And I'm going to go ahead and get these pieces put on in place. Now I wanted my bunny's eyes to be brown, so I cut this piece out in brown. And the one thing you're going to have to be mindful of when you put these pieces on is to stay away from these folded. You don't want your piece going over these, because then it's not going to open and close correctly. And these are sized to fit just on the outside of both of these, okay? So you can see there, it's still able to close. I'm just going to fold it with each one to make sure that it is folding the way that it should and that I'm far enough away from where it folds. Okay. And we're almost finished with this part. There we go. Slid up just a little. And now the last one. Okay, so with these all in place, now we can put our twist and fold mechanism together. And what we're going to do is on one side, we're going to put glue on the top half, and you're going to use your score line here to determine where that's at. And on the other side, you're going to put it on the bottom half. And that we're just going to glue the top and bottom to allow this piece inside to turn and close, okay? So that's why it's a twist and pop. So I'm only going to put glue on this last piece on just the top half. Secure that down, and then we're going to come over to this side and we're going to put it just on the bottom half and just on the last bunny. Okay. And then you want to work it a little bit to make sure that it's going. And then fold it real good. Make sure it's, you're going to train your paper to open and close this way. Okay. And then we're going to take this and we're going to sandwich it in here. And you're going to just look at your border on these three sides. Make sure that you're below where this is going to fold over. Then we're going to glue each side of this to the base. Okay? Before I do that, I am going to put this flat piece down on the front. I'm not going to put my bunny on until I have everything together. But this is gluing flat, so I'm going to put this one on. And now I'm going to line this up again. There. And while holding this in place, I'm going to put my glue on, making sure to get enough, especially here where the mechanism is. And now we're going to put glue on the other side. And I'm glad that I did it right because I did not pay attention. But you want to make sure that the front of your card is on the side that your card will be open the correct way when it opens. And I have noticed that with this guy, his ears kind of want to stall it from opening a little. So you just have to push them down a little and then they go. I'm going to pop my bunny. I'm going to put several pieces of foam tape in here so that he's nice and secure on the top. And then I'm just going to center her right on here. So there she is. This is your bunny twist and pop card. Thank you for joining me.